Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pigskin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 280, 54, all day, all day. Check, my check, my check. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, express.
Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That pass the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Mike's 5-4. He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
At the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wait! 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 58 is the mic. All right, 25.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now a handoff looking right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, South. There's the party now. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Kill. Yeah. Banjo. Trump.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Get out the field, defense. 58, right over there.
Back to throw now on first down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
36. Check 26.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Gun. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, watch that. Gotta go.
And again this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good team running. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Squeeze, double. 45 to the mic. Man, I got you. 45. Mike, 45. Check Mike.
2nd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0.
Baby, let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A give running right is Chubb, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Space. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Get in the weight room. Check 99.
Now Chubb running right, and he's got room. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
In your face. Single. Key 81. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
37 is the Mike. Mike 37. You. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Echo. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Dallas.
Here we go. Set. 7 in. Don't get nervous.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, hold on. Mike, go. Ricky. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
58, the Mike.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Come on. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll set up a throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he works free. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the ring. Set go. Ringo. Hey, 4 down. And we're going 37's the Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
50. Hey, South. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
58. Watch the whip. Base. Go. 56.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready. Black 25. Mike 50. Check. Five. Right there. 50. 25 tonight. 25 tonight.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ready. Put the flag. Mike 58 right there. Here we go. Watch out. Roll.
Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, dog. Alert flare. Hey, check 24. Base. 54 is Mike. Get up. Check.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tuesday. 56 Mike. 56.
Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Check. Zoom. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Shut up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Check hot route. Hot. 25. Check.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, it breaks another. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out here in the eye.
Yeah.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 36-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Hey, defense, let's go. And we're going
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Stop your whining.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it to Gordon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Let's go. Let's do this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Ryan. And the catch good. It's Eifert. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. A big offensive